Okay, in the next video we'll talk about something to do with trying to use the zero pole matching, correct? So in this video I'll just prove to you that this particular step, alright, the true meaning and the true equation that it should be used, alright, because in the subsequent videos I actually used this type of equation, but I didn't realize that I need to use certain stuff. I need to use a correct way of doing things, alright, because I use a way of simplicity, but this simplicity caused a chain of reaction of a little bit of plot understanding issue, and I just want to address it over here. Alright, so I'll just simply remove all this first, okay, and let's see how it goes. So for example, you have s plus 2, alright, I'll just write as s minus zi, or in other words, I have only one zero. Alright, this is the first zero, I'll just write as the first zero. Alright, and then over here I'll just write as s minus z2. Okay, later on I'll change this to z minus s, I'll change it to z. This is the standard way of doing this. Okay, while this z1 I'll change it to est. Okay, so I'll change it to es1t, and then s I change to z, alright, while minus z2 I change to es2t, right? So over here I no need to change this to est anymore. I'll just switch it as z and that's it. Alright, so you just need to know that whenever you see this type of formula, alright, you can write as s minus z1, alright, where your z1 is your es1t, and that's it, and that's all. Alright, where your s is the roots, alright, because s plus 2, for example, in order to for this to be equals to 0, your s must be minus 2, 对不? So therefore I sub in my s as minus 2. So what I will have is z minus e minus 2t, correct? And for this part, I've written as z minus e minus 2t, alright? And s2, alright, what is s2? s2 is this thing, right? So this is s1, this is s2. Alright, so s2 is, s2 plus infinity is equals to 0. So in order for s2 to be, so what makes this equals to 0? s2 must be minus infinity, correct? So therefore I will just sub in s2 as minus infinity. So what I will have is z minus e infinity t. Okay, so this is the standard way of doing the things. Alright, you need to first write s minus your whatever z that you want. Alright, where your z is equals to est. Alright, so in the next video we'll introduce another method. Alright, so for example I show you this part only lah. I show you how I derive. The first part I do is I change it s plus 2, I change it to s minus minus 2. So minus minus is just plus 2 back, right? And then because this thing over here, think about it, this is actually your s, right? So I actually rewrite it as an s so that I will not confuse myself, but in a way that it actually divert the true meaning of the general equation. So this is why I want to make this clear. Alright, so over here my s I change to z. Sorry, what the hell am I doing? The s I change to z. Alright, while the minus 2, alright, I change to, so the minus over here I keep it. Alright, while the minus 2 I change it to what? I change it to e minus 2t based on this formula. And instead of basing on this formula, I write as z is equals to EAT. Later on I'll write this, and in fact it's a wrong method, but up to a certain extent is still legit, alright, because we are using the positive only. But anyway, we will still get back z minus e minus 2t. You see, it's the same thing. But nonetheless, this method that I've just used and proved to you has a certain misunderstanding that is embedded. And then the first one is that z is equals to EAT. It should be EST. Okay, be very careful of that. Alright, so be very super ultra careful of that. Alright, and that the standard equation is s minus zi. Alright, so in order to sync the understanding for you before we go on to the next one, is I have, for example, if I have s plus 3, how can you rewrite as the form that I just rewrite over here? Okay, so you can rewrite as, alright, s plus z, right? And then next, s I'll change to z. Okay, while this z, I know that z is equals to est. So my s, the roots of my s is minus 3, right? In order for this to be 0, s must be minus 3, so I'll just write s minus, actually I should write this as minus also, sorry. Alright, s minus your zi, alright, which is the standard way of doing things. Alright, so I'll just rewrite over here lah. Okay, same thing for your poles lah, okay, it's the same formula, I'll just rewrite. You can also rewrite as poles, because I'm just trying to do an example for you to see only. So your z will be equals to, where am I? Yeah, equals to es, since you know your s is minus 3, so I have minus 3t. Okay, so this, what I've just done, alright, I put a tick, is that this thing over that is what I've just done is a proper way of solving the problem. Alright, but nonetheless you can also rewrite the s plus 3 as s minus minus 3, alright, because it's easier. As you can see, s becomes z, alright, this thing over here becomes minus 3t, and that's it. You see, I don't need to explain anything at all, it's just applying the thing. So in this method, it applies the thing more easier than what I've shown you, the general formula, but in fact it diverted the understanding. Alright, but the key issue now is that if I have s minus 3, okay, then what should I write? Same thing, I'll just write as s minus zi. This is the proper way. Alright, I change my s, I change it to z, okay, and then minus zi, your z is equals to est, standard. So your s is what? In order for this to be equals to 0, your s must be 3, so therefore you have e3t, so I'll just write as e3t, and that's it. So this is your formula. Okay, and nonetheless, if you talk about the formula that we're going to use back then when we use the minus thing, if I have a s plus 3, I write it as s minus minus 3, right? So if it's a minus in this case, because this is s plus 3, I can rewrite as s minus minus 3. But if it's s minus 3, how can I write as? Can I write as s minus 3 again, or should I write as s minus 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 3? Right. So this is the thing that makes confusion also. Alright. So the easier way is that if you see a minus sign, the shortcut way, alright, is that you just rewrite as s minus 3, and that's it. Okay, and then you just configure yourself s is equals to z minus e3t. So you no need to change the thing. So if I have s plus 3, normally I will change as s minus minus 3. Alright, if it's a minus sign, you no need to change anything. Alright, you just leave it as the thing, and then you evaluate straight away. So you have z minus e3t, and that's it. So this is the key understanding for you, and do not confuse the way that I've just done and the proper way. This is the proper way. Alright, you have to follow the proper way. Z must be equals to est. Alright, or this thing is not the correct way of doing, but it's an easier way to tackle problems. So I want to clearly define to you that I need to show you and define to you the proper way of tackling the question. I mean the proper way of applying the answers. Alright, rather than having the shortcut method where we lost the true informations of the general formula. Alright, so I'll leave you to this, and in the next video I will keep on using this type of method lah, the s minus minus 3 or whatever thing. Okay, so nonetheless both ways can be used, but please still be mindful of this z is equals to est type of concept, and that this thing over here, just to take note lah. Alright, the thing that I'll just take note. If you don't understand, just click back a few minutes and watch. You should be fine. Right? So see you in the next video.